Was there a time where you realized it was a small world after all? My stepdad was South African. Ran his own business here in the UK. One day a new client comes in. They get chatting, and he notices my dad's South African accent. Says he, too, is originally from SA. Asks my dad where he used to live, and says, me too. Quote. Comes back in the next day with a photo. Black and white, little South African humor there. Of a group of kids. Aged about 10. Says to my dad, this was a birthday party I went to when I was 10 inches. He points at a boy and says, that's me. Then he points at another boy in the photo and says to my dad, that's you. He had a photo of a party my dad had attended something like 40 years ago on another continent. And neither of them knew each other. I used to travel the world for work. One trip I was drinking with this guy in an airport bar in Texas. A few weeks later, I walk into a restaurant in Maracaibo, Venezuela, and I hear, hey Slider 728. It was the bar dude from Texas. Fucking knew your Reddit username. Question mark. I'd have shit a brick. He actually built his current house with all of the bricks he shot out. Coworker always said she liked my house. Turns out her grandparents built the house but had never met her. I had the same thing happen to me. I was dropping my car off to get serviced, and they asked to verify my address. One of the lube techs overheard me and asked if the house was between two cross streets. I said it was. His grandparents had lived there when he was a kid, and he had spent most of his summers there. Used to pitch softball in the US and had a friendly rivalry with another team pitcher. Went on vacation and missed the playoffs as I was in London. I'm checking out the Royal Museum and run into that pitcher on the day we were supposed to be playing against each other, so we got a beer instead. I did my bachelor's in the US. I had that person that I had one class with in my freshman year, but never really talked to. Our interaction was limited to awkwardly white men smiling at each other when we walked by each other occasionally. I graduate, moved to London for my master's. My new uni is pretty elitist. Top college usually reserved for a very narrow range of professionals. I have no idea how I got there. It was pure randomness. As I leave my first day orientation, I walk by that same fucking guy in the hallway, and all we do is white people awkward smile at each other. White people awkward smile hit me just right. It has me rolling because I know exactly what you're talking about. And then to do it again in a situation that merits freaking out. Well, went to New York for a weekend with my girl a few years ago. We were walking up the Empire State Building, and walking down the other way was my ex-girlfriend from my small town that I grew up in and had not chatted to for years. I grew up in a small town in southern England. WTF. That's what women are like, tears of joy. Living in New England. Forget 7 degrees of separation. I'm pretty sure I can relate to everyone in my state in less than 4. I'm in New England. It's family reunion time. I went on holiday near the Everglades in Florida many years ago. I support an English football, soccer team called Scunthorpe United. We're not really good and we're in the 4th division of English football. We're not like Manchester United. Me and my parents stayed in a holiday home, and so we went to buy some groceries at the local Walmart one evening. So I go round one of the aisles and there is a kid wearing a Scunthorpe shirt. Yep, of all the shirts of a sports team, there is a kid walking around with my team's shirt on. I was just ecstatic, to say the least. Did you high-five or just white people awkward smile each other? Meta. Yeah, that annoying ass ride at Disneyland. I made a crappy meme for one of the subreddits with a picture I had taken. Put it up for a few hours without much of anything happening with it and took it down. About a week later, in surfing Facebook and seen the exact picture shared by both my sister and step-grandmother. Neither of them had a clue I had anything to do with it. When I read about Jupiter, I met someone in Korea while traveling. When I went back to work and told one of my colleagues about it, turns out she was her best friend. I had a professor in college that I took evolution and biology with. She started each semester with, "I know what you all have been doing in the shower, science experiments." This was in Florida. I was in Germany a few years later on vacation, and I was in a Bavarian castle when I see that same professor. I went up to her and she thought it was a joke that her family had put me up to, until I said, "I know what you're doing in the shower." Yeah, my family and I had booked a kayaking trip on our vacation in Norway. We're from a small town in southern Wisconsin. Our tour guide was from a town 10 miles down the road. My father moved to a small town in rural Midwest in 2000 from the southern part of the U.S. Prior to that, he lived his whole life in Europe, both Eastern and Western, but is originally of Slavic descent. When he moved to this new Midwestern town, he started looking up Slavic last names, not many given the size of this place, to find new friends, and started calling them Monsieur. One of the people he called shared the name of someone he worked with when he lived in Eastern Europe back in the early 90s. He didn't think much of it because there are a lot of common names in Eastern Europe. But the guy then told him that his occupation was the same as the person he knew with the same name. After probing further, it turned out that this actually was his colleague, and that they both somehow ended up in the same tiny-ass middle-of-nowhere Midwestern town, and came there under the same exact circumstances. It still blows my mind to this day. My friend texted me that she is sad. I recommended her a song. Guess what she was listening to? Darude Sandstorm. No. If We Have Each Other by Alec Benjamin, worth listening. It was Sandstorm, wasn't it? When my sis unexpectedly ran into my aunt at a hotel restaurant in another country, both on a secret honeymoon trip with their respective SOs. They had somehow booked the same dates to travel to the same country, been on the same flight, and stayed at the same hotel. Neither of them knew about the other one's travel plans. The street number for my parents' home was number 209. My high school locker number was number 209. First off-campus apt was number 209. Safe deposit box in the bank vault was number 209. Then, the home I bought was number 209. What about your CC hash and PIN? I was introducing a guy to replace me at work in a town I was leaving. We had never met before, but it turned out he had not only worked briefly at the new place I was starting at, but also grew up in the house next to the one we just bought there. When I got hired at my job and realized the old Filipino guy in my department who sat across from me was married to one of my mom's college classmates from the Philippines. Sometimes my mom or his wife would have us bring stuff for the other because it's easier, lol. My mom lives in town and her classmate is about 10 miles out from her. It shouldn't be such a trip because in Hawaii pretty much everyone knows everyone. But just knowing that they started in the PI and then both ended up and stayed in Hawaii when their other classmates eventually ended up in Nevada or California. I posted a picture of my homecoming outfit on Reddit earlier this fall. Homecoming is a football game dance that happens in the fall for American high schoolers. A couple hours later, I got a DM from some guy saying that he was probably going to come across as super creepy, but he was pretty sure he went to school with me because I looked familiar and our homecoming was on the same day. I asked him what our school mascot and colors were, because I wasn't about to name drop our school, and he immediately got them right. I know he's a junior and a band kid, but I never asked him who he was. I'd honestly rather stay blissfully ignorant. I never tell anyone my Reddit account because I've opened up here about my self-harm and childhood trauma, so it's weird to think that there's some kid at my school who potentially knows all of that stuff. The world can be alright sometimes. Traveled abroad this summer after 4th grade and went to a theme park that consists of 6 other parks, one of them being a water park. I spent the whole day playing around in the water, and then I see this boy from class and from all a shock, decided to hide behind my dad. I was too shy to say hi, so I just moved on. I wonder if he saw me too, but we went to a school that was girls only after 4th grade, so I never saw him again. Met a guy from work in Verona, Italy. We were there on a trip just for a couple of hours only, and I met him there on some random street. That was some crazy-ass coincidence. Went on holiday to a different continent and bumped into my teacher. I had a 5th grade buddy in kindergarten. I also had a swim instructor. Imagine my uttermost shock when those two were related. My math teacher and my aunt were BFFs in high school. I met my old football team at an amusement park, which was like 800 kilometers from my home. I was really bad at the game and I got a lot of hate from the monsieur. I told my friend that I was feeling bad, that I need to go rest somewhere. I was behind a restaurant like 2 hours watching YouTube. I was pretty scared. I'm from Texas, and on a mission trip to Thailand I met a man who knew about my broken toe from about 2 weeks prior. His daughters worked as the athletic trainer at my school, and I had gone to see her to see what was wrong. I guess she thought someone breaking their toe from kicking someone else was interesting enough to tell her dad. Met someone in another state. Oh yeah, I met you at a party in a completely different state. Traveled from USA to New Zealand and still managed to find someone from my hometown. I moved 1,200 miles away from home after college, and my new weed dealer's mother was practically my neighbor back home. I was born and raised in Portland, Oregon, and I moved to a tiny fishing village in Alaska for 7 years on an island with only 2,000 people or so. One day I get a call from my dad and stepmom because they were on vacation in a small fishing town in Ireland named Cushendall and had run into someone I knew. Apparently a random person on the street had heard his American accent and asked for some tips on places to stay nearby. My dad noticed that he was wearing a hat from the town I lived in and asked if he knew me. And he answered that he had just had dinner with me a few nights before all the way back in Alaska. Worked at an office with 800 plus people. My stepmom was talking to a relative in the UK about the fact that her sister's ex-brother-in-law worked in Texas for a company that sounded like the same one I worked for. I looked his name in the directory, and he worked in the next section over from me, and I'd pass him in the hall all the time, just had no idea who he was. When I moved over 1,000 kilometers away from my hometown, and still ended up working with someone I went to high school with, I ran it into a family friend in a random bar in the middle of nowhere, Colorado. I hadn't met this person yet, and we had beers and talked about outdoor stuff. Didn't realize till like 2 months later that he was a close family friend. My brother went to Florida with his friend's family. He met this girl there. Hung out with her the 2 weeks he was there. With his friend too. About 6 months later he goes to Moscow with my grandfather for a trip to Russia. This was 1991. He's at a shopping plaza near their hotel. Who does he see? The same girl from Florida. A few years back, my family was at the beach with my father-in-law. The waitress at one of the places we stopped for breakfast was my father-in-law's neighbor growing up. It truly is small world. When I realized I actually am within 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I got to 3 degrees once and it gave me chills. I am 3 degrees. My grandmother met Clint Eastwood, who was in Mystic River with Kevin Bacon. By the transitive property, you and I would be within at least 5 degrees of each other. Thanks mainly to 3 different family members and 1 past employer. I'm only 2 degrees separated from a huge range of famous people, from the Bee Gees to the royal family of Spain. It's a really bizarre feeling. I'm a direct descendant of Charlemagne, 37th great-grandfather, but so is everyone else of European ancestry. Due to a cool-ass colleague, I'm 2 degrees from Kevin Bacon. I had the opposite when I studied abroad in South Africa. The plane ride there from New York seemed like it took forever. We were across the Atlantic in no time. like 5 hours. And I thought that must be halfway, but it took like another 9 hours to fly down the length of Africa north to south. It was insane. The world is fucking huge. I had an amazing time in South Africa. Got to do multiple homestays in different communities all over the country where I met some of the most welcoming and fun people there who took me in and shared their world. The world might be huge, but there are dope AF people all over. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.